Hey everyone, Tafo here again, and in today's siege we are fighting against Summoners War League and no inactives. I did miss a few sieges, hence us fighting Summoner War League twice in a row. But yeah, so we'll just take a look at some of the defenses. I think they're pretty standard. So let's go ahead and get into our first fight. I think I hit this Platy, Lume, Fuuki combination 3 or 4 times. So I'll probably talk over the first one and then just let the other 2 or 3 play out. So yeah, so we bring in kind of our classic Khmun, Talc, Racuni. I think this is pretty standard. The Lume is a little bit more scary because Lume might just randomly defense break and go crazy. But yeah, so it looks like they take the first turn, which is kind of expected. Looks like in this one we're gonna focus the Platy first. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and start focusing the Platy. The Lume going a little crazy there. Don't like that. But that's okay for the most part. Oh, we get the defense break again, which isn't very good. Yeah, Lume is spoopy. Oh wow, I think this is the closest this team has come to losing. And again, it's just kind of Lume going crazy. I think in this particular comp, maybe like a pure hit point Khmun would be better than a crit rate Khmun, just to be a little bit more tanky. And I might have switched it up later on too. But yeah, I think a pure hit point Khmun would be better here, just because Lume is literally crazy. But it looks like we're about to get the Platy down. And so I think with the Platy down, we'll go ahead and just speed up the recording, and I think we'll call it a win. But after this, we can just focus the Fuuki and then focus the Lume, and it should be pretty safe from here. But yeah, we'll see you in the next couple.
To think about how else it could be. Oh, please. You wouldn't see me, still wouldn't believe me. Kill me on my sleep when nobody could hear me. Oh, we hate each other's deep fate, but is there any other option left? All you keep on going, keep falling for your tricks. Just let me take your time to complete. I ain't wanna rock star. I can't be the one fight. You bite, you let me wait here. I'm impatient, but I take it. I know you know that I won't be fine. Let me fix your scars. Just one call. Oh my God, I'd be down if you
Alright, so for this particular hit, since it's a little bit different, I went ahead and we'll talk over this one. We're going to hit the same combination, but we're going to use Carcano instead of Khmun, mostly because I think I'm a little less scared of Iris and a little bit more scared of Lume, and I guess I feel a little bit like Khmun gives a little bit more safety with the shield. Also, I ran out of Khmuns, so there's that too. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead, and again, they get the first turn. I think the Carcano was reset, so we couldn't go into stance. This time we're going to boost up the Carcano, go into the stance mode thing, defense buff up. Go ahead, and looks like the Fuuki gets the defense break, so we're going to take out the Fuuki first. Immediately revived. The Carcano gets stunned. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. We're going to try to provoke the, what is that, the Platy? Go into stance. And so with the Fuuki moving, we're going to go ahead and finish off the Fuuki again. We get the proc to go back into stance, which is nice. And so I think, oh wow, that's annoying. The Platy gets the stun. A little surprised I didn't boost the Carcano there. I think pretty much with the Fuuki down and now the Platy down, we can call it a win. But yeah, I think this team was pretty good too. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Alright, for this next siege hit, we're gonna go ahead and hit a, what's that, Moor, Ren, Zeratu. And I think that these kind of Ren defenses, I tend to just Lushen them, especially when the third LD isn't super tanky. If it was tanky, that might be a different story, but I think like the Zeratus, the dark and light, you know, Zens, tend to be squishier. So yeah, it looked pretty squishy. And so we do win with the Lushen, and yeah, see you in the next one. Alright, for our next one, we hit another, what is Chandra Zen Dark Salah? Is it Salah? I think. And we're gonna try, again, just try to outspeed it with our Sonia. So the Sonia one should be pretty fast. It should be faster than the I don't know, the other one, the Dova team, just because Adriana has a higher lead. So we go ahead and buff up with the Adriana. We go ahead and snipe out the dark Salah thing. Yeah, I think I'm just worried that it's like shielded. I don't know, but we should be able to just hit the dark Salah. Looks like we do 78k, which is pretty good. And we'll just focus the Chandra, just because if we focus the Zen, he'll probably get hugged, and then it's kind of a waste of time. So yeah, we'll focus the Chandra. Almost kill him. We'll get stunned, but that's okay. And the Chandra goes down. And so with the Chandra down and just the Zen up, it should be a pretty easy win after this. So we'll see you in the next one. Alright, for this hit, we're hitting the Mimir, Cichlid, Vigor. I think my Julie wins in the past have gotten the best of me. Definitely got trapped on this one. We'll go ahead and see what happens and see if we win or don't win. But yeah, we're going to bring in our Julie team just to see what happens. So when we enter, we don't like what we see. Everyone is shield will. Not a really good sign for us. Probably definitely anti-Julie. Yeah, no defense breaks. We're hitting 7k with no defense breaks, so it's, you know, not awful, but nothing dies. I think that maybe my Julie could be a little better. Yeah, I wanted to try to stun the Mimir, but the Vigor just did work. Yeah, yeah, if the Cichlid defense broke, not Julie, maybe it would be okay. It's a really valiant effort to try to win this. Pretty unwinnable. If my Bernard was also crit rate, if I could do a crit rate Bernard, I think that'd be better, but I don't have a fast crit rate rune. So yeah, so this one's a loss. Kind of sad. It was a good trap. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let this one play out for the L. Alright, for the next hit, we're hitting a classic MST, which I don't think I've seen in a while. But for this, I'm just going to go ahead and use Tractor Windy Lulu, or not Lulu, but Tetra. I think it's pretty safe. You definitely need your best tanky, fast runes on all of them. And you don't want super high defense if you normally run that. You definitely want more hit points so that you survive the additional damage from the artifacts. Also, for the MST hits, normally like when you bring in Windy, you want to be using S2 on Windy. But because it's Martina, we really don't want to use S2 on Windy. So we're going to ignore S2 until Martina dies. And when Martina's dead, then we can start using the Windy's S2. But we really just want to focus MST at all points. I think here, I just wanted to try to, I kind of got lucky with the Bio proc, but wanted to avoid the damage on the Tetra. So we just try to provoke everyone. They really love my Tetra, which is really unfortunate. We get the first Triana proc. So with the Triana proc, we're really close to winning. So we just try to hit the Martina one more time, and the Martina goes down, and so with the Martina down, it should be a pretty clean win after this. But yeah, again, for these, really, if you do bring in Tractor and Windy, you don't want to use Windy S2, and you really want to focus the Martina to control the Martina the most, because once Martina's dead, then it should be a pretty clean win. But yeah, so I'm going to call this one a win too, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, for this next hit, we're going to go ahead and use our classic, I love this team, the Verad, Dark Hyanes, and Dark Homunculus. So again, the turn order for this is you kind of want your Dark Dryad, your Hyanes to go first to do the first strip, and then if you fail, you want your Dark Homunculus to go second to try to do the second strip, and have Verad go last so he has the best chance of freezing everyone. In this case, it's super interesting. We have 2 freeze resists, which is unfortunate. We got 2 more freeze resists with a max res Verad. So I think he landed 1 out of 3 freezes, which is pretty bad. So the Taranys does get the revive up. Kind of annoying. So we're just going to try to slowly push back individual units. Okay, at least we got the freeze on the Brita. I think we're, again, yeah, try to avoid hitting the Triana so that we can use, yeah. Okay, yeah, so, sorry. Yeah, we got kind of lucky. We avoided hitting the Taranys so that we could circle back around and reduce the buff with Dark Hyanes, and so we did get the revive buff out, which was good. And so the revive buff out, Taranys dead, you know, the other one dead. This looks like it's a win. Nice. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, for our last hit, I think I just got a little overzealous here. Definitely knew a lot of these were Swift. I think in my head, I thought it was the Khali that was Swift, and I was like, oh, if it's the Khali that's Swift, that's fine. Didn't really anticipate, I should have anticipated, didn't really think about the Chandra being swift, and so the Chandra here was swift, and it really threw off my whole plan. I really wanted to try. I've never tried the fire dragon thing. I think I just pulled him a couple weeks before this video, so I was like, oh yeah, let's try it. Unfortunately, the Chandra went first, and they were tuned correctly, so the Chandra S3'd, boosted everyone, then Odin went, and it was kind of just a bad hit in the end. So we lose this one too, so we lost 2 this week, but that's okay. But yeah, so if you made it to the end of the video, again, thanks for watching, and hope you all have a good rest of your week.